we have our prepared speeches. We have Hazem's Icebreaker speech. Best of luck, Hazem. Then we have Norhan's speech. Moving to the fun part of the meeting, which is the table topics, we have Rita Adel. Last but not least is the evaluation part. The evaluator of the first speech, Ashish, and the evaluator of the second speech, Amr. Then we have our grammarian, Temwa, our timer, Ahmed Sulaiman, our accounter, Temwa, and the general evaluator, Ashraf Yusuf. Before I start our meeting, let's know more about what exactly our role players are going to do today. So please help me welcome our grammarian today, Temwa.
The mic. The mic.
Thank you very much. You all look excited this evening. Oh, okay.
You can just hold it with your hand, yes.
All right. My name is Temwa Gondwe. I'll be your grammarian this evening. My role is very important in Toastmasters. I'm not the English teacher or the grammar teacher. That's not the role. My role would be to encourage you to use English correctly. So using your sentences correctly, I'll take note of extraordinary use of English. I also take note of instances where the language has not been used well, or where you might have improved, or where you might have excited everyone. I also have to share with you this evening our word of the day. Any guesses on what the word of the day is?
It's too hard.
Winter.
You're very cold, very far away from me. But anyway, our word for today is manifest.
Oh.
It's an adjective or a verb, manifest. It means obvious to the eye or to the mind. It's synonymous with words like obvious, plain, apparent, evident, distinct, explicit, and disguised. The example given here in a sentence is Lizzie manifested charm and proven abilities to lead the team to success. So our word for today is manifest. I'll be taking note of anyone who uses this word, whether in the table topics, in the prepared speeches, in anything you say. I'll take down and I'll report at the end. Thank you very much.
Now please help me welcome our timer, Ahmed Sulaiman.
Thank you. Good evening again. I'll be your timer. So we have two prepared speeches. Hazem, your speech is going to be between 4 and 6 minutes. So at 4 minutes, I'm going to show you the green card. At 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I'm going to show you the red card. That's when you need to wrap up your speech and leave the stage. And the other speech for Norhan, your speech is going to be between 5 and 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and then the red one at 7 minutes. For the table topics, where everyone is going to be speaking, you're going to be speaking for 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I'm going to show you the green card. At 1.5 minutes, I'm going to show you the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'm going to show you the red card. That's when you need to wrap up your speech. Thank you.
And please help me welcome our accounter, Temwa.
Again.
It's me again. Thank you.
That's one.
I said I did it deliberately. When we're speaking, sometimes we like using filler words like or like yani, or or we repeat the same word at the beginning of a sentence. As our president was saying, take your time today, avoid those filler words. I'm your R counter. I'll be taking note of extraordinary uses of filler words. So please just keep it at the back of your mind. Don't run ahead of yourself. Keep them out, because they sometimes relay a message to the audience as if you are not sure, you didn't prepare, or you're not sure what you want to say. So just keep at the back of your mind that there's an R counter somewhere in the room, and just take your time, take it easy, and enjoy this evening. Thank you.
Now, before Hazem starts his speech, let's know more about his speech from his evaluator, Ashish.
Thank you. Hazem has been a Toastmaster member now a couple of weeks. Today only he received his membership mementos. So he's going to make a speech. This is his icebreaker speech called Serendipity, and I will leave it on him to explain it further and tell what is the mystery behind his speeches.
Now, please help me welcome Hazem Wadda.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me well? Yes, everyone? So, where's my type? Yes, please, let me see you, my friends. You are very important to me now. So, serendipity. What is this word? Is that even a word? Or is it just gibberish? Fortunately, it's a word, but it's not English word. So there was a time, decades ago, actually centuries ago, where a country called Serendip, and this country has a king. This king had three princes. He wanted to teach the princes the values. He wanted to prepare them for being kings before the time comes. Therefore, he elected a lot of tutors to make them teach those princes how to be a king, to teach them the values before rising into power. And he has gone through a lot of interviews, but he came to take certain ones. And he entrusted them to teach those kids what to do, and left. Being a king, he was busy, of course. So he came after a while, after years, and asked the tutors, "Do you think my princes are ready?" They said yes. Okay. So he wanted to make sure about that. So what to do? He had a one-on-one interview with each of his sons and told him secretly that he's going to let go of power and make that prince the king, to see how he is going to respond. And he said, "No, I can't do that. I don't want to. I can, but I don't." All of the three princes did the same thing. And the king was so angry and so enraged that he punished them, actually. Why? But he didn't have anyone to as a king, so he was preparing them for nothing. So he punished them by exiling them out of the country. So they were no princes right now. They had a long way immigrating to another country, and they found traces of a camel. Through that traces, they had deduced a lot of information about that camel. The camel was lame, had one leg had a problem, and he was carrying a pregnant woman, and he was carrying on one side a bottle of honey, and the other side a bottle of brass, a bottle of wheat, and he had one missing tooth. How did they know that? Okay, so they came and told someone that they saw, that they know there is a camel, and that might be that way. That person had a camel missing, so he accused them of stealing that camel, and he went to the governor, of course, the ruler there, and told them that, accused them of stealing them. So the rulers asked them, how did you know that? How did you know that information if you even haven't seen the camel? They told him that they saw, and I missed that. The camel was blind, had one blind eye. So how did you know that? So they told him that first they saw grass, and the camel ate from the less grass area. So he must haven't seen that one. He saw only this one, so that he ate from that side. Okay, fair enough, right? So how did they know that that he was lame? They saw the traces of 3 legs and one that was dragged. That's fair enough also. Okay, that's really that's being smart. So how did they know that the woman was pregnant, and even if it was a woman in the first place? So they told him that they saw the traces of the foot, and it was small, so they knew that it is a woman. It was a woman's, and then she had to pee, and she had to help herself up after doing that. So they saw the traces of her hand. That's why they knew. So it's fair enough. That's why the governor said, okay, if you haven't stolen the camel, where is it? Fortunately for them, they had one. A person came and saw that, said that he saw a camel in a way, and they were right. So he hired them as his advisors because of being just smart. That's the meaning of serendipity, and it has turned out to become a concept when you had a bad accident, and it turned out to be a good thing for yourself. Thank you.
The mic.
Now, before Norhan's speech, let's learn more about her speech from Amr, her evaluator.
Maybe if we all think warm thoughts will get warm, then you all think fire, fire, fire. Well, I'm freezing, but thankfully my brain isn't. Today I'm evaluating Norhan's speech. This is level 1, project 2. She received feedback before regarding her stage movement and voice modulation. I'll be looking out for these things in her speech today, and hopefully she does a great job. Over to you.
Now, please help me welcome Norhan.
you noticed everything is so robotic, digital, cloud computing, IT, tech, tech, tech. Everything is so tech. Where is humanity these days? Where is our human senses? Ladies and gentlemen, guests and fellow members, what happened? What happened to humanity? What happened to us humans? Where's our human senses? Are we losing those? Are we losing the only distinction we have amongst all the other species? If we can't find humanity in humans, where can we find it? Amongst apes? Amongst wolves? Rabbits? Where is humanity? Even products had human touch. Even businesses would think about the humans, the customers, the vendors, the teachers, the human part of our economy. That's what made them successful. Does anyone remember the old products? The old Bata shoes? Does anyone remember them? How strong they were? How they were made with integrity and care? You would walk on those streets and you'd be afraid of the streets. You wouldn't be afraid of your Bata shoes. Your Bata shoes can break them. They're so strong, you can write them in your will and give it to your children and they'll still look brand new. Integrity. What about, okay, I'll tell you one thing. What about the Polonaise car? Who remember Polonaise? Bolognese. Who remember Bolognese? Do you remember them? It's a tank, not a car. You can drive on the streets and be afraid of the other cars. Other cars should stay away from you. First of all, it's so powerful that safety is the first thing you think of a Polonaise. When they said they want to make safe cars, they really meant it. What about clapping? Was clapping different back then? How was clapping was in the 70s or in the 80s? Personally, I have 3 types of clap. One is the bored clap. One is the attentive clap. And one is the I love it clap. And I can even stand up. Does anyone has different type? Those are the 3 you have different type. Tell me.
Thank you for finishing.
Thank you for finishing. Yes. What else? Does anyone have a different type of clap? Other than these 3 or the 4th one?
I need 1 cup of tea.
I need 1 cup of tea. Yes. Garçon. Anyone else?
I have this weird clap when I have something in my hand. I clap like this.
Oh, nice. Like this. Yeah, that's a strong one. Who else?
The
Who has
virtual clap.
the virtual clap? Yes. The Zoom. Who else? A different type?
There is an appreciative clap.
There's that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's my father. That's how he claps. Anything else? Does anyone know another clap?
A joke clap.
A joke. Ah, yes. Or a celebration. A celebration clap. Anything else? Any other claps?
Actually, I've seen one more in Egypt when they dance, they do like
Yeah. Yes, for the dancers.
dancing clap.
Yeah.
There is a cute girly one.
Yes, true, that one. What about in the 70s? Has anyone noticed any old videos in the 70s where they clapped a little peculiar? Well, yeah, like that? Maybe, those elegant ladies. Yeah, elegant. The lipstick. Yeah. Well, I was browsing through YouTube and I saw an old 70s show. And it's a talk show. It's not even a concert, it's a talk show. And there's an old band, not that old, but they're called the Whispers. Has anyone heard of the Whispers? They made a very famous song called When the Beat Goes On, ta-da, you're dancing. Ta-da. It's an old 70s song, you don't need to know it. But I saw the audience, they're standing up and they're clapping. But they're not clapping the clap we know. Like this or like this or like this. They're clapping a different clap. You know how they were clapping? Like this, really. And I thought maybe it's a dance move. I really thought it's a dance. She's dancing. That lady's dancing. Then I saw other videos. And I saw it again. I said maybe it's a 70s thing. Let's go to the 80s. I saw the 80s. Again, they're doing it. Just early 90s it started to stop. But I'm bringing it back. I love it. What do you think? If I clap like that, what would you call me? A That man loves me, my God. And that's the way they used to clap in the 70s. So much love, so much heart, heart. Nils Brooklyn. Has anyone heard of Nils Brooklyn? Nils Brooklyn. Nils. Yeah, a Swedish engineer. Nils Brooklyn. Well, Nils Brooklyn, we all need to thank him because he made an invention that saves millions of lives. What did he make, Nils Brooklyn? He made the 3-point seatbelt. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Previously, seatbelts was just tuck, tuck on your waist. But he said it's so weak, it could break. So you need to protect your back as well. So he made a 3-point seatbelt. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And he was working in Volvo. Yes, he was working in Volvo. And other car manufacturers had the 2-point. Tick, tick. They didn't have the 3 points. What did Nils do? He gave his ideas of the seatbelt to all the other car manufacturers. He didn't copyright it, he didn't patent it, he didn't take any money for his life-saving innovation. Why? Why would Nils Brooklyn do this? Everything now is all about money, money, money. Why would Nils Brooklyn not copyright his own invention? Do you know what he said? He said, saving lives is more important than making money. That's what he said. Saving lives is more important than making money. So I tell you, what makes us human? Why are we called human? Is it all tech, tech, tech? Or tick, tick, tick? Or boom, boom, boom? What is it? It's this. Acknowledge this. Empower this. Acknowledge it in others. Empower it in others. Because if we lose our humanity, then we don't deserve to be called humans. Thank you all for your time.
المايك.
Humanity.
Now time for voting. Please vote for your favorite speech. This is the site and this is the code.
Yeah,
اتكلم ولا ايه؟ Now our Norhan. Now our table topics by Rita Adel.
Hi everyone. Hello. Do you know what's coming soon? New Year's! So, table topics is a short talk, a short speech from 1 to 2 minutes. You all have numbers, right? I have the exact same numbers. I will pick one, and whose number I pick will come here and speak about a topic from these. What are these topics about? Since we're beginning a new year, it's new questions about ourselves. I'm helping you to discover yourself, to discover new things. So, we're not clapping anymore like we used to do. We're clapping like this now, with the rhythm of this. Okay? Okay, our first volunteer, who's not really a volunteer. It's number 4. Okay. Thank you. Who's number 4? Number 4. Okay. Another number. Last time I used names. That was better. 16. No, I'm having numbers. 16. Come on. No, I'm cold. 16. Come on, guys, I have chocolates. Come on. You won't get chocolates unless you're 16. Or 4. Or 20. Come on. Yay, ولا. Okay. Tell us about your most important victory in life. Tell us about your most important victory in life. The floor is yours.
Big words.
So about a couple of months ago, I decided to apply for a school, an international one. I thought it would be, my thing. Kids. I love kids. That's everything I thought I could do. And I see already people are laughing. I mean, kids are fun. Kids are really challenging. But it is a rewarding job. It is fun. Don't get me wrong. But there's one aspect of this job that is just parents. You have to deal with parents. You just cannot deal with a 4-year-old without having to deal with their parents. And boy oh boy, you haven't seen parents and what they do. I made a mistake in the beginning of the semester. I did. I'm not gonna say what it is. The past is in the past. But then I made another mistake 2 months later. So they brought up the mistake that I did in the first place. Why would they do that? Why would they call the principal and say that I've done a mistake? Why would anybody snitch on the teacher that is just spending the entire day with their kid? I mean, I could hurt your kid. I can put out cigarettes in their necks. I think I have the power to do that. But then you always have to keep reminding yourself that there is a parent out there that literally knows every single thing that happens in class, because there's a parrot that mimics. They mimic every move, every action, every word you say. And so if you say, I remember a teacher saying a bad word in front of them, and the girl repeated it. So she said, who said that? The kid said, you. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, that's what my uncle's called. That's exactly what she said. That's my uncle's name. And so my biggest victory in life would be the fact that I'm standing right here telling you all that I cannot deal with kids, but I will not give up. I will not give up until the rest of this year, just this year, and then I'll quit.
Thank you. Wait.
Oh, thank you.
I'm bribing you to participate. Okay. Now number 13. 13. Yay! From the first try. Here you go. Do you want me to read it? Okay.
Where do you feel the safest?
Where do you feel the safest?
Ahmad Sayed. Hello everyone. I think the answer of this question is home. Since I have lived in different places and I have lived in different situations, so I think home it's not a physical place. It's where it's where do you feel you are home. And I think that home also, it feels home when you have the people you love around you. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait. Take a chocolate.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Pick a number. Yeah. Who's the victim this time?
28.
28. No 28? No 28.
Number 1.
1. Thank you. Uh, 17 escaped. Yeah, 17 escaped. Did you take a chocolate? Yeah. Pick a number. Yeah. Yeah.
what's your question?
Okay. What lies do you continuously tell to those around you? What lies
Yeah.
do you tell those around you all the time? It's time to manifest. Express!
Oh,
Yeah.
nice! Manifest.
Okay. I think we all use this one. It's very crowded. Yeah, that's why I'm late. Yeah. It's we all have we all have been late many times. We are hopefully doing our best to not do that, to be on time. But sometimes, actually, it's not a lie. Sometimes it's just the truth. The roads in Egypt are so great and so overwhelmed here. My friend here from India, yeah, he loves the roads. He loves them. Yeah, I don't know why, but
he told us why.
Yeah, he told us. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
That's it. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I take a chocolate, please?
Yeah, sure. Now, who wants to volunteer? Numbers are not working. Who wants to volunteer? Go. Yeah, you choose. And I will read. Here you go. What's the achievement that you're most proud of this year? What's the achievement that you're most proud of this year?
Okay.
What's your name?
Shady. So the achievement that I'm most proud of this year might be helping my son getting out of a real situation that he has been mentally, I mean, and helping him out of it. Now he is very much mentally stable, and he appreciates this, and he keeps on speaking about it everywhere he goes, that my parents helped me out of this. So this is the most important achievement I would say I have done this year. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There's 2 chocolates. Not
Thank
only
you.
one, but 2.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Any volunteers? Next time.
Ooh.
Yes.
What's new on your bucket list this year? What's new on your bucket list this year?
Okay, it's some sort of career. Yeah.
Career, life.
Yeah. The most important thing, I want to tell you about a very important organization that is Lions Clubs International. It is an organization working in serving the community. We are 1,500,000 members all over the world in 200 countries, and it's governed by a president and first vice, second vice, third vice, and 35 international directors from all the world. Africa is entitled to have only one international director to present Africa in the board of directors. I tried hard and worked hard to have this position. Then I came to be the endorsed candidate from Africa to act as the international director for Africa. And this, by election, it will be in Montreal next year in June 2022. I feel that I did something in my life because this organization is serving the community, and I love it. We are in Egypt. We have 60 clubs serving the community. We have a lot of projects. We have a big hospital. We did it. having the patient free of charge for eye specialists. We have three operating rooms for small operation, medium, and large one. And we are also coming to serve more people in Egypt, and I saw the red sign. I have to finish. Thank you so much.
It's Bishoy, right?
Sure.
Choose one.
What's your biggest self-limiting belief?
Yeah, what's your biggest self-limiting belief?
I think my biggest self-limiting belief is that whenever I achieve something, I immediately downgrade it. I immediately think it's not enough, that there's always the next best thing. And what augmented this problem is I'm studying medicine, and in the medical field, it's always very competitive. It's always what's the next best thing that you can do, what's the next higher grade that you can get on this test, what's the next academic achievement that you can make, a master's, a PhD, studying abroad. There's always something better, something extra, something more. Whatever it is that I do, I constantly felt that there is an extra step, something that I have to do more. Whatever it is that I did, it's not enough. But this year, I started thinking otherwise. I started measuring my achievements according to my capabilities. What can I do? And if I achieve that thing that I can do, I'm satisfied. And that helped me really be much happier. And I stopped comparing myself to whatever it is that others are doing, because I now know my capabilities and my limits.
Chocolate. Okay. Now we have volunteers. Volunteers. Every time. Whether it's volunteering, numbers, names, every time. Yeah. I hope it's something good.
Yes.
Or challenging. It's long.
Oh my God. Have you ever? Okay, you can read it.
Have you ever felt truly loved by yourself or someone else? If so, can you distinctly remember a moment where you were filled with love? Again.
Can we change the question?
It's easy.
Okay, you simplify to me because I'm.
Okay. Have you ever felt truly loved by
Okay.
yourself or someone else? If so, can you distinctly remember a moment where you were filled with love? The moment you felt most loved?
Okay. This is a tough question for me because I'm not such a type of a romantic person at all. My sister, she's elder than me. She used to read, like when we were in high school. She used to read mostly once a week a novel about romantic novels and something like that. I was against that totally. I'm not that type of person totally. I'm the person who love physics, love mathematics. I love National Geographic. I love some books that lead me to entertainment and suspense, crime and science fiction sometimes, but not romantic at all. And until I graduated from the university, I still feel like a blockage toward people who feel that romantic feelings and so on. But actually, when I started to go to work and meet a lot of people. I worked at first at companies that only have like 2 or 3 or 5 people on the floor. So I feel so lonely because they are much older than me, so much experience than me. And then I moved to a larger corporates. They call it corporates, thousands of people. I started to feel warm. I started to feel the meaning of people. That's why I have the benefit of socialization with people. And right now, the most entertaining and feeling loved is sitting with my friends, sitting with my family, sitting with my team. I love my team. That's the moment right now. And I knew right now that my sister was right. Thank you.
Thank you. Any volunteers? Yay!
My number was 19.
Yeah, I don't do numbers now.
Okay. Please.
Didn't work. Thank you. What are you passionate about?
Good evening. What I'm passionate about, actually, I'm wearing on my head. So I'm passionate about running, and I love long distance running. I started long distance running almost 15 years ago. And initially when I started long distance running, I was thinking that I can't go more than a kilometer. And for years I was stuck on that 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, that kind of distance. And I always thought that this is my limit over there. But then I think it's around 7, 8 years ago, I actually clearly remember it was Aswan. And there was this first formally organized marathon in Egypt, in Aswan, which was organized by the same people, which is Tri Factory. And I was not prepared. I didn't know how to prepare for a marathon. I didn't know what is it all about. And 42 kilometers was almost like impossible. But then I went online, I picked up a plan, and I picked up a 16-week plan, and I put it on an Excel sheet, and I started following it. And week after week, I was moving ahead with my distance. I reached 20 kilometers, 25 kilometers, but I was sure I will not be able to do 42 kilometers. But all this while, I had this faith on this program that this program has helped so many people. So at some point of time, it is going to help me also. And finally, I think around 15th week, I did my 36 kilometers. And then on the 16th, after the 16th week, when I went for the day of the race, I had never done 42 kilometers, but the program says that if you have done 36, you can do 42. So that's how I followed the program, and I came for this race day, and I did my first full marathon. So I'm passionate about running, and thank you for letting me talk about it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do we have time for one more? Any volunteers? لو رقم من الأول يبقى سهل، رقم من الآخر يبقى صعب. حلو سهل. Tell us a characteristic that other things you have but you don't. Tell us a characteristic that other things you have but you don't.
My name is Ahmed Ramadan. Ahmed Ramadan. Forgive me if my Russian or Spanish is controlling over my English. My characters is like in my place was I am serving right now. The people with me was thinking we all so brave. We don't afraid anything in nostro place or something like that. But at the midnight, we freezing of fear or yeah, it's because we are on the border. And we have a lot of enemies in my place, but my friend is so in the cradle of beginning in my place. It's called 3MD. It's a special place for running and controlling the planes and the Israel controlling in Sinai, in the north of Sinai. But we seems brave and controlling of everything, but we don't. It's called like let's agree to disagree in the war, nothing else.
Thank you for coming your team. The last volunteer. The last volunteer. Okay. Hi, you're lifting your hand. Oh God, please don't let her see me. There you go. Do you want me to read it? Okay.
Hi.
What's the most important thing that this year has taught you? What is the most important thing that this year has taught you?
Oh my God. Actually, I have Hoor. Actually, I have a bad memory, so I can't remember anything. But
change the question. Since the last one, we have a variety of questions.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's harder, it's your choice. Tell us about a hidden talent you have. Tell us about a hidden talent you have.
Change the question.
Last time. Third time is a charm. I know that the bigger numbers are the hardest. Would you prefer being invisible or being able to fly? It's easy. Would you prefer being invisible or being able to fly?
None of those.
And
I like to be a human.
why?
Be a superhero.
Yeah.
No, I like to be a human as I am.
What superpowers would you like to have?
I don't like superpowers. I like myself as I am. Thank you.
Thank you. We have time for one more, right? One more. Come on. Brave one. The brave one. You didn't take chocolate. Did you take chocolate? You choose.
If I may, I can choose a question that's been asked before and it was never answered. Before by Rana, I think, in one of the previous meetings.
One of the previous. No, we live in the present. Today is the gift. Enjoy it.
Just hear the question.
past isn't the past. Enjoy the moment. It's like a present. That's why it's called the present, because it's a gift. It's a gift.
I volunteer.
You volunteered to take these questions.
It's a different topic.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe it's the same one. Who knows?
What I have discovered about myself this year.
Yeah. What have you discovered about yourself this year? Take the mic. The floor is all yours.
That's
It's a good one.
I don't like
Deep.
that kind of questions.
It's deep.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
It's a walk around memory lane.
Well, I can say not about this year, but for the past 2 years, since to beginning, I'm working outside. I'm working in the Gulf area, and the business have been slowing down. So I decided to take a voluntary break and come to Egypt. Then suddenly the corona happened and everything stopped. So I'm stuck here for more time than I was intended. But actually this time showed me what I've been missing, being busy by the work. Because when I'm free, I started to look at the possibilities or what I wanted to learn, what I wanted to earn as a knowledge. So I decided to take several courses, and I finished like 3 certificates from the AUC, for the continuing education, all in business and marketing. I'm a computer engineer. I'm a computer science background, so all my work was technical side. But I took this opportunity to learn more about the business. And that opened my mind to a different area, opened my mind even to understand the failures that happened to us in the work before. So now, even if I come back or if I started a new career here, it will be totally different. And it will be, this 2 years actually was much beneficial for me than the work, and than if I was still working. Actually, I learned, and I'm very grateful for these 2 years than the most of my life. It was very, very.
That was amazing. Chocolate.
Oh yeah.
The best part.
Of course.
Okay. Since the year is ending and it's Christmas time, I will pass this chocolate, and those who didn't have one will get one. Pass it around. Thank you. It's time for giving. Yeah. Thank you so much for this walk around memory lane. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that these questions help you discover something new about yourself. Thank you.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I joined Toastmasters.
Really?
No, not joined. I discovered Toastmasters, and I'm here with you. This is one of the things that happened to me. And
yay! One moment.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Now time for the evaluator. We have our first evaluator is Ashish Walia, who will evaluate Hazem's speech. Technical problem.
Thank you, Rita. So, I think everybody is busy with the chocolates. So, no problem. First of all, my congratulations to Hazem for his icebreaker. You could do it. You did it extremely well. Your topic, serendipity. You know, when I first time heard about this word and I read in the agenda that this is the topic, there is actually a movie. There is a movie on this, and I was thinking it'll be something related to that beautiful movie. It's I think the movie is shot in New York, and a couple meets over there, and they both are going through very stupid times. They both are going through breakups and a tough situation in their life.
I was surprised to see that there was a movie made.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that there is something about it, and then you were keeping the mystery about it. So I was not able to understand that what is the mystery about it. But going back to your speech, your story was amazing. And the way you narrated your story, Hazem, you had been very confident speaker from the beginning. From the first time I've seen you here, doing the table topic speeches to today, you are very confident and you could present the whole story. It was slightly difficult story because it was going in many directions, and to keep the story intact was difficult. It was not an easy job, and I must congratulate you for that you could keep the story intact. And at the end, you could explain that what is this story about. And I think I understood it very well. I hope everybody else also understood it. So that is about the story. You used the stage very well. You were moving in both directions. And as I said, you always look very confident when you talk. And you were looking very confident today itself when you were explaining. You tried to maintain an eye connection with most of us. I saw you were moving around and you were connecting not only through your story, but also through your eyes with everyone and trying to explain them what you're trying to tell through your story. So overall, a very interesting speech. I enjoyed it. I loved your speech, and I will again congratulate you for your icebreaker and wishing you all the best for your career in Toastmaster. Thank you.
Now, please help me welcome Norhan's evaluator, Amr.
Could you put it somehow? Have you manifested some warmth?
Oh, nice.
I've been rubbing my hands back there. It's too cold. I'm going to talk about how you structured your speech, the things that I liked, and what could improve. Is that okay with you? Okay. So first, you started with a hook. You asked a series of questions, and you gave people a chance to respond. I like that. And remember in the hook when she said tech, tech, tech? In the closing, at the end of the speech, she said, is it tech, 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 or tick, tick, tick? So this technique is called full circle, when you connect something in the beginning to something in the end. So I love this full circle. This repetition is really powerful. Then you went into a series of questions about memories. You talked about shoes and something called Bolognese. What's that? The what? Polonaise car. So there are some things I didn't know, but I think I was raised in Saudi Arabia, so maybe that. Was everyone here raised in Egypt? Most people? Okay, so people like me didn't get what that was all about. Okay, you talked about the types of claps. I love that you asked people to volunteer and contribute. Like, what type of claps do you know? And people started coming in. So this audience engagement is really good. Good job. Then you talked about your personal story, going into YouTube, watching 70s videos. I do that all the time. I get lost in YouTube, especially before I sleep 3 hours. Something in her speech, she's showing, not telling. So throughout her speech, she's saying, clap like this, then I clap like this. So she's showing, but not saying, this is what they did. So this demonstration makes it easy for me to understand. So thank you for clarifying with your body language. You talked about the Swedish inventor, and this example is the most powerful example. I'll tell you why. All the other examples, I did not understand how they were related to your main message, which is humanity versus technology. The whole speech, like the claps, the shoes, and the Bolognese car and all this, I didn't understand how this supported your message of technology versus humanity, except for that one example about the seatbelt with the 3 points, because the inventor was faced with a choice. Either I copyright and patent this invention and make lots of money and let humanity die, or give it away for free. So this example really supported your point. So I would recommend trying to make all the examples, tie them into your point, to your main message, because they felt a bit random all over the place, and this is the one that felt connected to the core of what you're trying to say. Something else, sometimes when you ask questions, I feel you could pause more after the question to give us time to think about these questions instead of a question after question after question. Talking about movement, because that's feedback given before. Purposeful movement is when you move, when you change the point. So for example, you could stand here, talk about the 70s, walk here, talk about the 80s, walk here, talk about the 90s. Or I'm giving different examples. Here I'm talking about the claps. Here I'm talking about the shoes. Here I'm talking about Bolognese, whatever that is. Okay? It's not a pasta? That's what I thought. I thought, okay, Italian food. That's good. I need it to be warm. I love your enthusiasm. Don't you all agree? Don't you think she was very enthusiastic? Yes? Really powerful energy. Since this is a speech about also the dark side of humanity, humanity versus technology, maybe you could explore the darker, slower, lower voice, lower tones, kind of to dramatize that danger, that impending danger that's coming toward us. Because it felt like really happy, right? Really happy all the time. So we need that range of emotions. I feel that would be more powerful. But overall, great speech. I loved it. Everyone loved it. And I look forward to hearing more from you in the future. Thank you.
Now, please vote for your favorite table topic. Yes, yes. لا, the table topics.
And you will vote for the best evaluated. So we have Amr Do, and we have Ashish Wali.
So this is the evaluator because all of the table topics are done. So these are the two evaluators. You can vote for either Amr or yes.
Now time for our role players to give us their evaluation for today. Please help me welcome Temwa, our grammarian.
I brought my board today for this room. Yes, for me. Which one am I starting with? Should I start with grammarian or accountant? Okay, I'll start with the grammarian role. For the grammarian, we didn't have a lot of use of the word for today, manifest. It was used by Rita, it was used by Amra. I think that's basically it. But even though my brother Ahmed Ramadan didn't use it, he did manifest a lot of courage to come and speak during the table topic, so I also give it to him. And then in terms of use of the language, I think Norhan, you did a very good job. A few sentences we can take home tonight. If we lose our humanity, we don't deserve to be called humans. I think that struck, and that's a good sentence. But you're also very descriptive, being able to paint a picture with your words in our minds throughout your speech, which is a very good use of the language. So thank you very much for that. That's my report this evening as your grammarian. I'll now move to my report as accountant. I used the word I think 3 times this evening, so I'll start with myself. Hazam, we'll give you a pass as it was your icebreaker, but you did use it a couple of times, 3 or 4 times as well. But you did a fantastic job as your first icebreaker. There are a lot of people who crucified, who used the filler words a lot during the icebreaker, but you did a fantastic job. And you only managed only a few hours. Norhan, you're okay. I think you managed to hold yourself. I didn't really find any distinctive hours when you made your speech. Muhammad, is it? Ahmed Sao. Ahmed Sao? Sayad. Oh, Sayad. Okay. Sayad, you used it about 5 or 6 times. You like saying and you can improve on that. Bichoy, I lost count. Yes, it appears you have, for every connection, for every connection, you want to use a filler word. After every sentence, it's like the filler words come after with every thought.
Okay.
So you just have to pay attention to it. It's like it's just part of your language.
I did it just now.
Yes, yes, exactly. So before you think, you say it, or afterwards. So it's part of your to say. It's something that you might just
notice.
Yes, but I think if you take it in front of the mirror, you start speaking to yourself, you start noticing the time. Item. 4 or 5 filler words. The key ones are or air, something like that. But that's it. Otherwise, take that feedback. It helps us improve all the time, as the purpose is for evaluation. Thank you very much.
Now, please help me welcome our timer, Ahmed Sulaiman.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, again. Are you having fun so far? Okay. As for Hazem, you're slightly over time, 6 minutes 46 seconds. You're supposed to finish at 6 minutes. As for Norhan, you're also 7 minutes 41 seconds. You're supposed to finish at 7 minutes. For the table topics, we start with Wala, 2 minutes 14 seconds. Ahmed al-Sayyad, 36 seconds. Hazem, 42 seconds. Shadi, where's Shadi? Shadi, 31 seconds. Dr. Ahmed, 2 minutes 12 seconds. Bishoy, 1 minute 27 seconds. Anwar, 2 minutes 15 seconds. Ashish, 1 minute 58 seconds. Ahmad Ramadan, 1 minute 16 seconds. Hur, 13 seconds. Haytham, 2 minutes 5 seconds. Good job, everyone. Thank you.
And now the general evaluator, Ashraf Yusuf.
Did you guys freeze up yet? خلاص? Yes. Are your feet, can you still feel your feet? ولا no? Popsicle بقى, you can use it as popsicle بقى when you go home خلاص. Alright, so I really enjoyed today's meeting. You guys have an amazing energy today, to be honest. And I felt like I was really warm, even though I was extremely cold. So great job, everyone. So there are a few things that I want to talk about. So number one, we started on time. We started at exactly 7:15, and we are actually behind time, which is really good. Yes, good job. Yes, yeah, exactly. So I really enjoyed everyone's today's energy, and hopefully, inshallah, we will see you next time. So let's do the voting now. Do we already have the votes? Yes. Yeah, okay. That's it? All right. So the winner of the Best Speech Award is, drum roll, yes. Norhan. Yay. Congratulations. Ashish, could you please take us a picture?
Sorry. Sorry. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you all.
Congratulations. The Best Table Topics Award goes to Shadi. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes, just wait.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
All right, congratulations. You're welcome. And the Best Evaluator Award goes to Amrido! Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Like this?
Whatever. All right, thank you. Thank you. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed today's meeting. I hope you can come again. We are a Toastmasters club located in Egypt. As you can see, we have talked in English throughout this entire meeting. Our purpose is to help others develop their public speaking skills through the program that you just went through. Regarding the membership, our membership chair is not here today. Her name is Dina Abu Saif. However, I am here and all of the members are here if you have any questions regarding membership. So yeah, that's it. So let's take a group picture together. Thank you so much. Let's take a group picture together.